Hello everybody and welcome. You already know why you're here. You want to talk about the new support in Overwatch 2, Lifeweaver, not the gameplay. If you want that, shout out to ML7 and all the other content creators that have uploaded great footage that you'll be seeing today. That's where you're going to want to go, link in the description. If you're here, you want to talk about what I think a top 500 X tier 3, have a lot of experience playing against some Overwatch League teams in scrims. You want that expert opinion on what Lifeweaver is going to do, and hopefully I can deliver that. So let's get right into it. Where do you guys all think that Lifeweaver is really going to end up as a support? When I initially looked at his abilities in the gameplay trailer, I thought he was going to look like he was going to be more of a flex support, where he was going to be paired really well with characters like Lucio. But when I actually looked at the gameplay of the actual character itself, that 65 healing per, like, what is it, Lotus thing? I'm not so sure actually where he does stand. The more I look at him, I feel like he actually might make a way into that main support category in terms of he's going to be played really well with characters like Ana, maybe even Baptiste and Moira. That might be a little bit of a stretch. I think Ana, though, might be one of those big standalone characters that he really pops off with. But the thing is what is he realistically going to be really strong with? That's the question that you guys all want to know today. That's why you're here. I believe that because of his pull ability that seemingly gives the person that he gives it to is going to get an immortality field effect almost while they're getting pulled, I feel as though he's going to be played with really fast, hard-hitting compositions that like to get in as quick as possible. Reason being, let's say that we want to run a brawl comp with like a Reinhardt, a Lifeweaver and a Lucio, maybe like a Cassidy Reaper, something that's a lot faster, maybe even a Genji. The whole idea that I'm getting here is what they all lack is a very easy fundamental way of getting vertical mobility or high ground. That Lotus Petal platform, that kind of diminishes the whole problem of I can't get on high ground with this character. So allowing the team to get on high ground allows those really aggressive compositions to pop off, especially on maps like Numbani. That's the one that I'm thinking about the most here. The other thing is, let's say that you're running a Reinhardt or a Winston and they want to get really aggressive. Winston, for example, in Numbani first. Typically, he has to invest his jump to actually get on the high ground so he can force people off. That's not a problem anymore if the pad gets them high enough, if they know how to get higher mobility off of it by jumping at the end. He'll be able to actually get up on high ground without investing his booster pack. So because of this, your entire team can be more aggressive on that high ground if they have a Zen posted up in the back right. And then when that monkey jumps in, when he's in, he's not necessarily in anymore. You can just pull him right out. And that's a big weakness that Winston has in the current iteration of the game. Once he's in, and if he does not kill something when he jumps, if he hard commits, he can't get out. And that's why Ball really is over top of him in some of these metas. But now that's not a problem with Lifeweaver, which is a really big problem. To be fair, the pull is only on a 16-second cooldown, so it's pretty long. It's longer than Suzu. So I mean, there is some form of mitigation in terms of how powerful it will be, but it does make up for a lot of those weaknesses. What if the Rhine wants to pin in? Now he just gets pulled out for free. It could also be true in terms of DPS dueling, etc., etc. The big problem here is it all comes down to the numbers and where they're going to lie. If his healing stays relatively low, he's really going to struggle to be played in a ladder situation at lower elos, I believe, because a lot of people really rely on that healing factor. And because of that, I don't know if we're going to see him paired with a Lucio, but at the same time, I don't know how big of a deal that really is. He kind of seems like he would play really well with an Ana, even in those really fast compositions. Heck, even a Kiriko I could see, especially just because he doesn't do a lot of healing. It seems like he does a lot of damage. He has a lot more utility that helps people move, which maybe he does actually fit in that main support category. But again, that's going to come down to numbers. And quite frankly, with Overwatch 2, the longer it's out, the more supports that are added. I don't even know if flex support, main support really even exists anymore. I think we should, that's a whole other video on its own. But the thing is, it's going to come down to what the different levels of play are, what we see in Overwatch League, all of those other things. Essentially, if you just wanted to hear what this character is going to be good at, he excels at supporting teammates that want to be extremely aggressive with either their duels or with just jumping in general, because then he can get people right back out. He has a lot of opportunity with his swift dash that he's not really going to have to deal with dying a whole lot if he has good positioning and he's walking in with that aggression as well. To be completely honest with you, he doesn't really seem like that much of a spam character to me. He seems like a very fast brawly support where, especially with his ultimate, that just kind of seems like where he's going. The top 3 supports I'm going to see him, or the top 3 supports that I'm actually going to combine this guy with, that you're probably going to be seeing a lot. You're going to be seeing a lot of Kiriko, a lot of maybe Lucio, and a lot of Ana for sure, especially in your ranked game. So that's pretty much where I'm going to go with that. What do you guys all think of this new support? Is he going to be fun? Do you guys want to main him? I don't know. For me, I know what I'm going to be doing the moment that he comes out. I'm going to be streaming here on YouTube and also on Twitch at the same exact time, playing with all of you guys, just grinding this character for 2 weeks until he comes out into ranked. And that's where you know I'll be. I'll be on a new account doing an unranked to GM with Lifeweaver. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see that. I'm so excited. It's my first time actually doing a real unranked to GM the moment a character comes out. So if that's all stuff that interests you, that's what I'm going to be doing. If you have any suggestions of how you want me to structure that as well, please let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, just let me know what do you guys all think about this character. I was a little apprehensive at first, but the more that I talk about him, the more I think about him, honestly, I'm not too against it. I think he's going to add some really fun stuff to this game, some aggression that we really need. But yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching. But until next time, I've got to peace out and Paz out. I'll see you in the next one.